They say you can't choose your family, but don't tell that to the medicine woman of Zhanli, China. We journey to the remote village where ancient fertility rituals are being credited with allowing parents to pre-select the gender of their babies. Here's ABC's Bob Woodruff.
In the tiny village of Zhanli in China, it's one of the most important days of the year for these little boys. But something's missing.
Where are the girls?
It's actually a question everyone in China is asking. That's because for more than 3 decades, China made it illegal for most parents to have more than one child.
China was experiencing a population explosion, so they felt that they really needed to do something to curb the population explosion.
But this produced a terrible unintended consequence.
When people were only allowed to have one child, women would resort to selectively aborting girls.
Fast forward to now. There's a huge shortage of women all over China. But not here.
How cool is this? Look how lucky they are. You guys found the girls. Look at this.
When it created the one-child rule, the government gave the people in this village special dispensation to have 2 kids each. And mysteriously, almost every couple manages to give birth to exactly 1 boy and 1 girl.
How many of you boys have a sister?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Everybody who has a brother, raise their hand.
We wondered how this could be. They say it's a centuries-old secret kept by this medicine doctor, Mrs. Wu. She says she helps women choose the gender of their child using mysterious herbs she gets from hills near the town.
So what does it do for them?
She tells us there is one kind for boys and another for girls, all used to make a medicine that women take before they get pregnant. People here swear by it. She won't let us see the actual plants.
So you don't want to show me the difference between these leaves. This is your secret, I think.
Not even the villagers know the specifics, she says.
So many people would give you so much money. They would buy this if they could just get some of it from you.
Mrs. Wu tells us she doesn't care about money. This secret is not for sale. Back at her house, she even prevented me from climbing the ladder to the attic where she says she's hidden the roots.
Okay.
According to Mrs. Wu, the water in these 2 wells also gives parents power to choose the gender. Choose right for a girl, left for a boy. But the villagers try to leave nothing to chance. Twice a year, they hold a mysterious ritual that seems to defy common sense, science, and even nature itself. During the festival, soon-to-be married couples swear to only give birth to 2 children after they've married, a boy and a girl.
You're watching these little kids dancing right here. Look in this spot, and this is where the people are going to come to take their oath and drink the pig blood.
Pig blood seals the deal. Even the village children get a taste. And according to Mrs. Wu, it almost always works. 100% if they come to her, she says. This young couple had a son and is now looking for a daughter. He knows what it's like not to have the right kind of family. He grew up with a brother, not a sister.
Your parents had 2 boys. We've heard that that's not happening generally here in this village. What happened?
It's complicated, he says. You'd have to ask my dad.
The fact that in this village, every couple has 1 boy and 1 girl makes me worried about second daughters. How is it if the first child is a girl that the second child is always a boy? Are they practicing sex-selective abortion?
But this rural village tucked in this tiny valley says it has no need of modern medical techniques, even if their method doesn't always work. Elsewhere in China, where there are 120 men for every 100 women, you'd think having 2 girls would be a blessing.
You have 2 beautiful daughters.
For this family, not so much. Having more than 2 children here results in punishment, the wrong combination of children in shame. All over the village, signs warn about having more children. And even the art on the walls shows couples with boys and girls, no siblings of the same sex. Almost every family in this village has stuck to the rule.
Do most of your friends here that do have kids have both a boy and a girl?
More than 95%, he says. While in the rest of China, young men scramble to find a wife. In this village, there will be a bride for every groom. For now, these kids dance and play at the ancestral festival. They'll take the oath when they get married, performing this ritual so they too can someday have a perfect family. For Nightline, I'm Bob Woodruff in Zhanli, China.
Our thanks to Bob for that report. And we should say just this year, China officially changed its one-child law to allow 2 children, but experts say it will take many years before there are equal numbers of men and women in China.